everyone. This is Sylvia with Odyssey of Enlightenment, and I hope you're doing well throughout all this craziness. Just sit back and enjoy the show that's out there in the world right now. I've been really pushed to share some information with you. It's something that I normally use, and I've been using for a few months now. A friend shared it with me, and I've been using it, and I've been having great success with what I'm about to share with you. And my guidance was pushing me to share it with everyone right now. It would be highly beneficial, and the energy is really lending itself to assist us if we seek healing of any kind. If we, whatever intention that you're putting out into the field right now, the field is highly receptive to whatever you color it with. So, and on top of that, I always use myself as a guinea pig. And before I share anything, I make sure that I have some experience with it. Otherwise, I'm not going to just willy-nilly put stuff out there that I don't believe that I haven't myself used. So I use this, and I have found great success with it. So, try it out, keep an open mind, play around with it, see how, you like to use it. And I hope it benefits you, especially right now. And if you like this content, I have a lot more, and I can go into deeper detail with it and share more. But for now, this is what I was guided to share because of, in light of the shenanigans, for lack of a better word, that are out there and that they're trying to convince us of. So I feel like these would be of great use to us right now. So they are called Divine Healing Codes. Shout out Lynn for sharing them with me. And I've had great success with them. So I'm just going to read to you what they are. These codes are quantum healing tools that are safe to use on everything and everybody. So yourself, your plants, your animals, your pets, your kids, whatever, anything, and have no side effects. Since they are quantum, the intent and the energy of the person using them that's the effect. So the potency is pretty much depending on who is using it. So say us, people like us, we have a stronger, more potent energy. So if we use them, it's like magnified, right? Like the effect in the intensity is magnified because of your vibration, or, you just have more oomph. And so that determines the effect that they have, how powerful they are, and how quick you will see evidence. In the hands of someone with a powerful heart energy, which has more to do in your strength of purpose, your knowing, your ability to be actively involved in your life's mission and connected to source than anything else, they will work more amplified. Instantly, sometimes instantly. I have used these to cure myself of a migraine. I had brain surgery when I was a kid, and after that, I was prone to migraines, and I'm talking like be in bed for days migraine. And so I hadn't had one in a long time, but with the energy influxes that we've been getting, I had gotten one. And so I got the code, and I was guided to write it on my forehead with my finger. And I just kept doing that over and over and over. And then I closed my eyes and just imagined it, like writing it on my brain itself, but in, quantumly, and it went away. So, I mean, I've used it. You don't have to feel great when you use it. I was feeling like shit, and it worked. So I know it works. Okay. So now how to use the healing codes. I say, listen to your guidance, get creative with it. There's no wrong way to use it. So however you feel guided to use it. I've even put them on those novena candles that are like in the glass, like the just plain with no label. And I write in Sharpie with a marker the code on the candle, or whatever codes I want on the candle. And I just leave it lit. And that has helped me, and it feels like it's just amplifying my intention. You could write it on a tea light candle, you could write it on a paper and burn it. I mean, I feel like there's no limit to how you can use this, and then however you feel guided. If you feel guided to write it on your kid and write it on their forehead, I've written it in marker on myself. Okay, like it's that serious. I've used it and it works, it helps. So I feel like you have nothing to lose. Like, try it and play around with it. And I want to know if you have ideas on how to use it. If you feel inspired to use it in a different way, I want to know, because I want to use it. So please let me know. Share that with me. They do grow in strength with their use. So if you steady keep writing, using them, you're magnifying them, because you're inviting the code into your field. And so you're giving it more juice. So sometimes, like, if I'm stressed out, I'll write down the codes for being stressed out to like relax and calm. And I'll just sit there and I will fill up a whole entire page on a notebook of just that code over and over and over and over and over and over. And it's a meditation, really. And it is so soothing and calming. I can't even tell you. So please, like, and these are just ways that I've been inspired to use them. Like I said, there's no limit. Maybe you'll have different ideas. I hope you do, because I want to know. Okay, so know that the spaces in between, they're numbers. Okay, so you know how we're constantly programmed in this matrix reality with numbers and words, and numbers have frequencies. You know, we're seeing all the time 1111, 444, 555, whatever. And you're constantly seeing these, and I feel like that is your team, the other versions of you, programming you for the next level of whatever it is that you're inviting into your reality. So why would these be any different? They're numbers, they have a frequency, there's a code, it's a computer code that but this is different because you are purposely going out of your way to program your field, your bubble, your little reality. Well, not little, but you know what I mean. Like, you're steering the ship that way. And I feel like that's stronger, especially right now, because you're using it with intention. And intention is everything, right? So can you imagine, like, what magic can we create with intention and like knowing what it is? That's so exciting to me. So I hope that you find it equally as exciting. Okay, so it says you have to respect how the code is written. So these were channeled by someone, and so they received what the meanings of these codes were. And so the spaces in between the codes are very important. So honor the space. So like, say it's the number 1, and then it's a space, and then it's 555, and then it's another space, and it's another number 1. You have to copy it exactly that way. Even like when I would write it on my forehead for the headache, I would honor the spaces in between the numbers. So say it was 25, I would write 25, space, and then I would write the next number, space, the next number. And you honor the way the code is written, because that's the way it's written. So, you know, respect the way it's written. Don't bunch it up all together. Don't separate them unnecessarily. Copy it exactly the way it was given. Okay, so the spaces between the numbers are important. Be sure to copy them exactly as written for them to work. There are 3 ways to use the codes. I say there's infinite, but on here it says 3. Write it on the part of the body, or on a sticker, even a Band-Aid. I would think you could write on a Band-Aid and stick it somewhere, and stick it to the body anywhere, or anywhere in the aura. So basically your field, because your aura is a giant, you know, bubble around you. So you could just intend it with your finger, with a crystal, with a wand, write it in your aura. Write it in the air over the part of the body. So I would imagine, like, you know, the way you do Reiki on someone. If your child, say they're sick, they have a fever, and you're trying to put the healing code on them, you maybe, they don't want you touching them because they're in pain. So you, above, you know, whatever body part is hurting, you write the code in the air. pull up anything that has numbers on it online, on your phone, on your tablet. Myself, I have these codes on everybody in my contacts list in my cell phone. I have the code for mutual respect and love on everybody in my phone book. And a friend of mine who didn't know what the codes were, and I was like, I was too embarrassed to tell him what the code was. And he saw that I had the code next to his name. You know who you are. And he's like, what's that? Oh, why do you have that number next to my name? And I'm like, nothing. It's because respect and mutual respect and mutual love. So, I mean, I have the same code for everybody, for my kids, for my friends, for clients, for everybody, because I want them to respect me and I'm respecting them. So it's mutual and it's love. There's no misunderstandings. There's no fear, so it can only benefit everybody, right? So you can put it on your screensaver, you can put it on your Facebook wall, wherever, on your bank account, anywhere. You could write it over your water, you could write it over your food, you could write it anywhere that you intend to use it. You could write it over your TV screen before you watch TV, over your laptop before you watch a YouTube video. It's limitless. It is your practice, skill, desire, intent, and trust that will make the difference in the healing, going from the code, the intention of the code, to release into your field, into whatever it is that you're programming with the number, and into your aura to help with what you desire to be fixed. So it's basically, you're putting that intention, you're calling that energy to that specific thing, and you're saying, here, come here, do this, I command you. And that's what the code is. There is also a powerful influence of the energies that are on Gaia at this time. Like I said, they have not been this high since the days of Atlantis and Lemuria. Think of it as an energy soup that has been intensified, which provides the essential healing energy for these codes to work. The higher the vibration, the better these codes are going to work in every way. Can the healing codes be combined or repeated? Yes, there is no harm in mixing the codes, so you can use different codes together. They can be used as often as desired to achieve the results that you seek. So there's no limit. And I mean, I have pages and pages and pages of codes. I have been researching this for a while, ever since my friend introduced it to me. And like I said, these right now are specific. I chose them specifically because of like all the craziness going on, to share them right away. But if you have more interest, I can do more, shows geared to love, finances, healing. There's tons of healing ones, like specific to whatever's going on with your body, diabetes, eyesight, whatever, anything. Like there's not like a lot, but it's pretty varied with what is included in there. So I wrote some down because, I mean, I could say them and I'm going to say them, but I think it'd be easier for you to write it down. And I will do my best. I was gonna put them in the description box, but that would be really, really long, and ain't nobody trying to do that. So I wrote them on little papers so that you could copy them, and I'm just gonna hold it up to the screen, and it's like super bootleg, but it's the best that I could do on short notice, because my team's been telling me for 3 days to do this video, and I keep getting sidetracked, and I'm like, okay, I'll do it later, and then something happens, and then the kids are home, you know why. So I keep forgetting, and then by the time I think about it, it's like the middle of the night, and I'm like, it's midnight, should I do a show? So okay, here I am with the show. All right, so the first code is for panic. Now, you're not inducing panic. This is to soothe panic, to counter it. So if you find yourself, or if anybody in your family right now, whoever you talk to, the public at the store, anybody that you come into contact with and they're panicking, you can use this code. You can like write their name down and write the code on a piece of paper and just keep writing it over and over, intending for that code to wrap that person around like in a bubble, to, you know, to help them, to soothe them, to calm them. Or you can imagine them standing in front of you and you're writing it on them. I mean, it's limitless, right? You could write it for your kids if they're freaking out. You can write it for yourself just over and over, however you feel called to use it. So this is the one for panic. And I'm just going to hold it here. It's 4 space 893148191. It looks backwards on my screen. I hope it's not backwards for you, because I'm gonna have a fit if it is. Okay, the next one is hysteria. And I just picked the ones that are because of what I'm witnessing right now. So this one's 5154891. The next one is traumatic shock. 1895132 altogether. The next one is anxiety. And I mean, I've often suffered from this one, even if nothing's going on, because I'm just extra. 25 space 36 space 933. The next one is, I love this one. I use this one a lot. It's consolation and comfort from the Divine Mother. So it's basically like she's wrapping you in that love. So anytime you feel any fear, sadness, loneliness, whatever, use this code 9961378. I've often wrapped my kids in this code when they're going to sleep. Okay, the next one is PTSD hypervigilance. So if any of you have suffered PTSD, I know I had it for a really long time. The hypervigilance is that whole waiting for the other shoe to drop, like, oh no, what's gonna happen? Like kind of like paranoia, sort of. Okay, so 11 space 66 space 518. The next one is catastrophizing. So making like, oh no, we're gonna die, which is not true. 10 space 23 space 519. The next one is panic attacks. I have used this while driving on the highway, because you guys know I do not like driving on the highway all the time. So like if I get in a panic attack, I'll just use this. I'll write it on myself in marker. Yes, I have written on myself, or like wherever, write it in the air. I write it on the steering wheel. 72 space 84 space 555. That works. I know because I have used it a lot. This one is for hope and welcoming new. Who can't use some of that? 25 space 39 space 561 space 615. The next one is courage. 11 space 21 space 222. I've used that one also while driving. The next one is to clear negative emotions. So like if you have beef with someone, like if you've had an argument, or like if you're walking into somewhere where you're not wanting to walk into, I've used this going to court. I've used this like before I talk to my ex, like just so that there's nothing in between, no negative energy hanging like over you before you do whatever it is you got to do. Okay, so this one is 45 space 892 space 456 space 7478 space 69925. That's a long one, but it's worth it. The next one is fear. 42 space 58 space 725. You can even put that before you talk to somebody or before you go onto Facebook. Forgiveness. 33 space 45 space 10101. Harmony after conflict. 65 space 62 space 792. Fun. 25 space 67 space 993. Just gonna tattoo that on my cheeks. Relaxation and calm. 13 space 13 space 514. Love to cover the entire planet. 99 space 62 space 753. And that is all the codes that I selected just for this because of the craziness going on right now. I am going to do another video talking about the craziness. But for now, this is just the codes, the healing codes. If you would like more information on it, I can do more videos. I hope that they help you because they have helped me tremendously and I have had great success with them. I do feel like you need to keep an open mind when you're using them and not be like, oh, well, I wrote it, it didn't do anything, oh, it's bullshit. No, keep trying, like keep over and over and over and over. Like the first time you work out, it's not gonna like, oh, I have muscles, you know? So give it a chance, you know, just with the intention, write it on your water, write it on your food, write it on yourself, write it wherever, and just keep doing it. Because remember, the more you use it, the more you're amplifying the energy of the code. So I wish you well, and I hope it works for you. Let me know. Bye.